After Hours, folks, episode 10. Been a little while since we've done After Hours. And why are we back now? We're back because we're not back in the studio. Simple as that. As far as, we're just not back in yet since Stephen was ill last week. And you know how it goes. We're not back in. So instead, we got these different branches of Express Truth. So we got After Hours, man. So it's stream format, but we will cover some topics and all of that. And I most definitely will bring Stephen in just a little while. But just before we do all of that, I want to say shout out, people, to all 22 concurrent for 1 hour viewers to our first watch along. That was good. I enjoyed that. So the watch along people, I know we were watching a film that was not good. So based on that, any patron or member, send us a list of what you think we should watch next, whatever that may be, whether it may be a documentary, a movie, whatever it may be, just line it up and we'll get that going, because that was really good. That was really good, man. So shout out everyone who was locked in to that. That was definitely something different, man. Patreon crew, you already know what time it is. It's After Hours, man. So we in the building. You know what happens when it's After Hours. We don't have no whole heap of lights or none of that going on. So we're here. So, okay, we're going to catch Stephen off guard right now, yeah? We're going to catch him off guard. Now, not to say he does know that we are going live. He just don't know what time. So we're going to call him. But, again, he was unwell for a few days. Nothing serious or nothing. You get these bugs and all that. He was unwell. So he missed Unfiltered. And, people in the Express Truth verse, everything right now plays its part, man. If there's no Unfiltered, it's like mans can't watch the stream. If there's no stream, man can't watch Unfiltered. You've got guys on the channel now who they wait for the stream clip. So this is important stuff, man. So I'm going to bring Stephen in now.
Hello.
Yeah, Stephen, what you saying, man? It's After Hours. What's going on?
Oh, is it? I thought this was a social call. What you saying, you?
Yeah, man, in the building, man. What's going on, man? What you saying? We ain't seen you on Unfiltered in a while.
Yeah, sometimes you need to breathe and too much shit going on, bro. But I'm back like I never left, bro.
Yeah, man, we in the building, man. What's going on, Stephen? Same old. We're fresh off the back of the watch along. I seen you was in the building. So before we even take one step further, what did you think of that? And not just the movie, what did you think about the experience that we presented that day?
Shit and sick, innit?
Break it down.
The movie was horror. The movie was exactly as we expected. No, to be honest, I'm lying, man. I think I'm speaking for you as well. It was worse than anticipated. Like, man knew it was going to be a crack of shite, but it was even worse than which I didn't think would be possible. Because when you go into something with the lowest of the low expectations, and then you still come out disappointed.
Yeah.
So that was a first for me. I'd say the experience was lots in it. 10-10, man, for the watch along. From what I was seeing from the fortunate, those lucky few patrons who were in the building, it was all positive. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. The next time we do something like that, we'd have to set it up. We'd have to do it like probably super live, so it'd probably have to be a super long one. So even if we finish and give people the opportunity to call in and stuff, we'd have to do it like that. I feel like that was the only element that was missing, but it was getting late and stuff too, in all honesty.
Yeah, facts. And there was just one other thing as well that we made a mistake on. We must have had two sound channels running. There was a slight echo, what I didn't realize.
Oh, is that what caused the echo?
Yeah, that's why we had that. So without that, it would have been a near perfect experience.
Bible facts, yeah.
And 24 hours.
What do you reckon?
What
was your thoughts?
The film itself was like you said. I expected it to be a terrible movie, which it was. But it was even worse than I expected. Like, the acting was terrible. It was a very low budget movie. I don't know what the whole hoo-ha was about. But in regard to would I do the watch along again, or we do the watch along again, I would say yes. That side of it was great. The watch along side. What I will say, a lot of people said the movie was whack, but they stayed because it was a watch along. So yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
exciting times ahead with that.
I feel like it was the experience in it
Definitely.
that kept them locked in. And obviously they got the duo in it. Yeah, we'll plan more of those in it. Dynamic duo exclusive and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I
man.
also feel like not to toot man's own horn or anything, because remember that was under the banner of the Shazam in it, which I'm never on.
Nah, it was just watch
But
along. It weren't even under the stream. It's just watch along.
oh, the only reason I say that is true. Say it was only for the patrons in it.
Okay, yeah. It's only because the link of the movie and you know all the rest of it
Can't
goes.
do it. Yeah, can't do it on YouTube and all of that stuff. Understandably. So yeah.
Rumble.
Oh, so we launched another. So we no. But I'm saying you can't do it on YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
No, you
Um.
can't. You can't. No.
So we've launched another. Is that another branch of the Express Truth Trader?
Yeah, I would say so. Because it was a full on watch along from start to finish. We had for like an hour we had 22 people locked in. So yeah, I would say it's a new branch. We've never done it like that before, and it was.
We've never done. We've never done it before. To be honest, Mark, we've given them reviews and stuff and short reaction, but we've never facilitated them in that kind of capacity before. So that was the first.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was different still, can't lie. It was different. It was good and the stream held up as well. And it was more or less it was probably about 3 seconds behind. So it was good. And I've watched it back because like it records itself. I've watched it back because I've uploaded that file and watching it back, it was quite sharp. It was good. It's good, man. It's good.
Did you just watch it? But did you watch it back on Rumble? Because it's just on Rumble now, isn't it?
No, so what I've done is I've kept the file, put the file on Patreon and deleted the Rumble file because there's too much.
Okay.
The Rumble is very good. Don't get it twisted. They are definitely a competitor, but it ain't smooth. Like YouTube ads are smooth. You can just skip it. The Rumble ads you skip and it might take you away from the video.
Yeah. I did find that, to be honest.
Yeah, it can be
because remember, like I was saying, for those who weren't in the building, I was in and out in it.
Yeah.
Because the reason because the film was so whack. That's why I was in and out. Otherwise, I would have ended up drinking a pint of bleach. So I was watching that. I was watching some anime. I was on YouTube. I was doing that, man.
That platform will be good, I think, for like documentaries. That'll be good, like if you're watching, documentaries. I know we ain't done no documentary reviews in a long time, but I think that will be good for that because even with that movie, there was times that man would pause it, just talk. People would come in the building, man would big them up, man would interact with the chat. It's something different. Man.
Yeah, man. That's enough of that, though, bro. Don't give it too much jewels, you get me?
Yeah, man. Facts, man.
Enough of that, bro.
So what you saying, though, bro? What's going on, man? What you saying?
Same old, bro. You know me, bro. Long days, late to bed, early to rise, all of that. Out all day and all that. You home now?
Yeah, man. We're streaming, man.
Yeah. I'm still on road, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for real? What you say? You're lifting up iron?
I'm finished. I'm going home, bro. I'm never home, Jake.
Yeah,
I'm never in the house, bro. That's why I'm always pissed off, bro. Because I'm never home, bro. When I'm at home, dunking donuts and dipping blood clot, half chocolate digestives in tea, I'm on road doing something.
Nah, I hear ya.
A man ain't selling a £10 draw either.
Man jailed for trying to kill toddler by stepping in front of train. A man who tried to murder a toddler by stepping in front of a moving train while carrying the boy on his shoulders has been jailed for 10 years. Frederick Dequan took 2-year-old to the Carroll Hill rail station in the east end of Glasgow in July 2023 after he had a split from his partner. They were struck by the train and taken to the hospital, but the child was left with minor grazes and has since fully recovered. Dequan, who's 28, was convicted of murder last month after claiming he was unable to appreciate his actions due to mental illness. The High Court in Glasgow heard that he was deemed to have an adjustment disorder, but was not at a level which absolved him of being criminally responsible. The case had previously been described by the judge as murder-suicide. Sentencing Dequan, Tony Kelly said that he had read an emotional impact statement from the boy's mother He told him, "You've endangered the life of the boy. You intended to take his life. You meant to have his mother attend his funeral." Jurors heard how Daquan had struggled to accept his relationship with the partner was over, and they continued to live together. They also heard that the ex-partner had discussed a new relationship she was in and had made it clear that they would not getting back together. On the day of the incident, the 2nd of July 2023, Daquan had collected the child from another address in the city and posted a message on Facebook saying he could not continue to live in this darkness. He was spotted carrying the boy as he tried to climb over a fence of a bridge in Anderson overlooking the M8 motorway. He was spoken to by a police officer and allowed to leave the area. Daquan then went on to Garrow Hill Station, where he, carrying the child, stepped in front of a train, pulling into the station at around 7:20. The child suffered grazes or bruises on the forehead, back and face and nose, and was described as looking shocked in the hospital. Daquan sustained fractures to his lower spine and jaw. After the incident, Daquan was held at a mental health clinic in Glasgow before being discharged. Gary Allen, defending him, said what happened was out of his character. All right, we don't even need to hear no more of that, man.
Mental health, this, mental health, that. People do suffer from mental health. But why when every time someone does something atrocious, it's mental health? You were fine when you were getting the crutches from the girl, fam. When the girl fuck you off or give you a bun or something, now you can't live in this cruel world. You're a pussy all, bud. So first and foremost, you're a fucking simp. Secondly, you tried to kill your own you. They gave you 10 years. They forgot 100 after that motherfucker. You should have got 110 years, bud. And you had a fracture to your lower spine. Bro, that's how you know God's a merciful God, you know. Because if I'm me, you never walk again, blood. Yeah? You never walk again. I wouldn't even make you dead, bro. I want you to rot in prison. You'd be a paraplegic, bro. You would have favored Christopher Reeve after he drove off the ass, bro. Waste, man, fam. Everything's mental health, G. Imagine that. Oh, it's out of his character. If I go to the bowling tomorrow and stab up people, and then they're going to defend me, oh, it's out of his character. Does that make it okay?
No, not at all.
In character, out of character, acting like next door neighbor's character because you're auditioning for EastEnders. I don't give a fuck, man. Too much excuses, man. Everything's mental health, blood. Everything's mental health. Fuck all of that noise, man. Accountability, man. 2025 and beyond. There's no accountability. Everything's because I'm this, because I got trauma, because I'm a man, because I'm a woman, because I'm a neighbor, because I identify as a Duracell battery. Everything's an excuse, man. That's why people love so much fucking labels, man. So when things go wrong, they can draw for a label and say, no, it wasn't me. I identify as a post-it note. We live in a fucked up world, in a fucked up society, blood, and it feels like it's only getting worse. It feels like common sense and realism is totally going out the window. Because we live in this bananas in fucking pajama state of mind. The more bizarre, the more it's accepted. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Honestly, general stuff.
Bible facts. It's coming like some straight cruelty move, you know, when I look at the story. Straight cruelty. The woman don't want him, and he's trying to take the woman's son from her. Simple as that. Yeah, man. They're lucky that he survived, and more importantly, lucky that the child survived, because he went there to take the child's life. Straight through cruelty. Simple as that. And like you said, mental health is almost used as a shield now in today's world. If he is smart enough to say he's mentally ill, then he's smart enough to not do a move like that in the first place. Don't make sense to me. Don't make sense to me whatsoever. However, I know we're living in a mad world in today's world, and man will do whatever it takes. Like, from the woman saying it's over, certain man, they can't just move on. You know, they're gonna either take themselves. But look, he was trying to take himself and the youth. True, he couldn't have the woman and ended up doing 10 years. And hopefully it's a rough ride for him. Hopefully it's a rough ride. You see what I'm saying? After what he done.
Yo, Glasgow Dunnies. You need to mash up my man in prison, fam. That's all I'm saying. I say it straight on air. I don't give a fuck. My man needs to be like, my screw. God. Can I go in PC? Yeah, man. Them man need to be balling for segregation, fam. Fuck all that. Those are them kind of wastelands you need to have energy for, man. Freaking I'd put that on the roughest wing, blood. Trust me, John. Yes, man, dog. Yeah, he is ill. He's a fucking prick, fam. That's his sickness. It's a fucking prick, bro. Because he can't get over again. Yo, Mario, go get your head right, bro. Go up on dating website. I know you have to use your ID now, but go up on Pornhub. Buy a Vaseline, fam. Cool off, Jay. Eat a Snickers, you're not yourself when you're hungry, bro. But no, me want dead. You happy dead. Everyone happy dead. And then I'm saying that just shows that you're a fucking selfish prick on top of it again. Why, when people want to kill themselves, why do you have to make it a public spectacle? Because then you want to traumatize others as well.
Yeah,
You're a
innit? That's what
bastard,
I'm
man.
saying. Facts. Police told they can reveal suspects' ethnicity in high-profile cases. Police have been encouraged to consider disclosing the ethnicity and nationality of suspects charged in high-profile cases after facing mounting pressure over the details they make public. The interim guidance from the National Police Chiefs Council aims to reduce the risk to public safety where there are high levels of misinformation about an incident. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper welcomed the guidance as a step forward, adding that the government and the public want greater transparency. It comes after authorities were accused of hiding identities of two men reported to be Afghan asylum seekers charged over the alleged rape of a 12-year-old in Warwickshire. The guidance, which comes into immediate effect, forms part of a wider review of the College of Policing's professional practice for media relations. It was developed following consultation with the Crown Prosecution Service and Home Office in recognition of public concerns and to ensure police processes were fit for purpose in an age of rapid information spread. Decisions on releasing such information will remain with police forces, with wider legal and ethnical considerations also taken into account. To break that one down, the police are going to reveal ethnicities in high profile cases. Example, what was that place, Stephen, where that thing happened?
Southport.
Southport. So, for example, this just has Southport written all over it. So when Southport went down, yeah, you have to think they let social media run with a narrative for almost 24 hours. That narrative over that 24 hours created almost a civil war across the UK because so many people believed that it was one thing, other people believed it was another thing, and there was so much different excerpts of misinformation going around. And I just remember even the first day after the event happened, there were all these messages of violence that was going to be going on. And that was a dangerous thing. I'll keep it real with you. That was a dangerous thing for not only the police, but for the media to allow the public to believe that it was what they at first believed it was. So yeah, all this is now, they've just made it official now, where these things will happen almost immediately now, because now they're using stories like this to fuel reaction. So what are you saying, Stephen? What do you think?
About time, bro. Because when you let people create their own narrative, it just makes things worse, bro. Because all you're doing is protecting the fucking victims, bro. And I know why they didn't want to release that Afghan thing, because apparently we got 50,000 of them man landing in Brom, bro.
I've heard.
And you know, people are already skeptical over this raised immigration stuff. I know if you're weary of immigration, it doesn't make you a fucking racist, but it makes you sensible of your surroundings because there's not enough resources for people, full stop. Well, you keep trucking in people. That makes sense. I've got a venue, Mark. It only fits 100 people, but I invite in 1,000. That makes sense.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Come on, just make sure common sense still come on. And the reason they were trying to sweep that under the rug is because those are the statistics. I hear that all the time when they talk about, migrants are coming in and and then the raping after girl and all that. Man, I think I sent you 2 videos today. I saw 2 videos today. There was one in LON. Geezer must have been walking on the road. No, it's like he was by himself. Followed her home, trying to kick off her door, blood. And then there was another one in Brum. It sounded like a sister still. She was filming a geezer in the AM. Man's walking in the woman's toilet, blood. And she had to cuss him and say, yo, come out of here, blood. What if there's a little picnic in here and that? But them kind of, I'm not saying they all do that, but them kind of activities do run. So I don't know why you're trying to sweep it under the carpet, blood. All I'd say is, ladies, when you're out here, and keep your head on a swivel, you get me? Move like an owl. Because I'm not even trying to say it's a certain nationality or ethnicity, but certain man are just lucky, dog. Not all, so you don't have to jump at every shadow you see. But if there's 10 geezers, two are probably sickos, you get me? So just be mindful, man.
Yeah, facts.
Just be mindful. Come on,
Yeah,
I'm mindful as a male. Not like I'm gonna be attacked or anything, but you know, man, I just dodgy and that. And that's coming from a man. Like I can handle myself and that. I don't walk nowhere with fear, bro. But even me, I don't lose neck out here, bro. Keep my shit on a tight swivel, no homo.
yeah, facts. The feds ain't ramping. They're just getting ahead of the curve now because Southport, it kind of didn't go the way they wanted it to go, you know.
Donuts.
Yeah, Southport didn't go that way. But if you notice now, yeah, YouTube's full of little like homemade videos of like Englishmen that are talking about, yo, you know, we used to have the British Great Empire. I posted one of the things on Patreon where one of the brothers breaking down the history about Anglo-Saxons and rare, rare, rare,
Mm-hmm.
rare, rare. And I'm like, it's just more of that same rhetoric because a lot of that started from Southport, you know.
People are just, they like to revel in the history. These men don't forget the history. Remember, they still rave on about the time they won the World Cup in 1066, bro. Man, don't forget, man.
Yeah, facts.
These men don't forget. These men don't forget, especially the quote unquote glory days. They don't forget nothing, broski. You know how they flex.
Yeah, facts, man. So it makes sense because that will just to put that story to a close. That will stop misinformation because even with the Afghan thing, there's a lot of things. Everything's blamed now on immigrants or foreigners because that's a narrative that's being pushed now for some reason. That don't get it twisted, you know. You can't ignore the
I don't
things. You
think.
can't ignore the things. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
No, I was just gonna say I don't fully agree. Still, I don't think everything's being blamed on it. Maybe certain numbers are being inflated, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not because you hear about because you know what it is, Mark. You know what they do with a lot of it. A lot of it don't get reported like that. Meaning, like a lot of these cases, because you hear about this happening loads in like Liverpool and Manny, but a lot of it doesn't go mainstream.
Yeah,
The numbers might be the numbers might be inflated, but it's definitely happening.
yeah, facts. Nah, you can't lie about that.
Because you have to remember, you're gonna have certain people coming from certain places where things can't run. You can't see girl, woman cover up, man and woman don't mingle. So imagine you come here now. We talk about it all the time. Look how inappropriately certain, especially younger females dress, basically naked and that. Blood. That's what I'm saying. Women just know what you're doing. I'm not trying to say don't wear certain things, but keep your head on a swivel, man. Because whether a geezer comes from blood clot, Handsworth or Timbuktu, some men just can't control themselves. So just be careful.
Yeah, a lot of those videos they highlight Rotherham. You know what was meant to have happened in Rotherham, innit?
Yeah, Mazza.
Yeah, so the brother was highlighting Rotherham and that and saying, yo, you know, they were saying that these girls are worthless and all of this stuff. So there's definitely something building a feeling, an underlying feeling of Brits being treated second class, white Brits. Let's keep it real. There's this video I was watching, it had 600,000 views, you know, and the comments were mad.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I don't even think it's necessarily white Brits anymore. I just think
All
it's them particularly. Yeah, it's all, but I understand why they'll say that because you have to look at it with the optics. Through the optics, it might look and feel like they're being outnumbered anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
you have to remember, even if jump on this train, but if they hop on this tram business, because what I'm saying to you, because you have to remember from an optics view, they could if you're a white dude and walk to the park, it's bare black and brown faces here. But it could be all English nationals, like born here, second, third, fourth generation. But you know what I mean? Unless he speaks to someone, the optics, it looks like, who the fuck, you know what I mean? So it can look like that. So that's why they feel even more so outnumbered.
Yeah.
Especially in certain areas.
Yeah, there was a video.
Obviously.
I was trying to find the video, you know, Stephen. I don't know if you can find it. We'll play it on the stream probably. It was like a man was like going into like a train station and he was like paying to get swiped in. And a man was like swiping himself in with his payment. And you can hear the man saying like, yo.
Trying to come in behind him.
Yeah, and you can hear the Englishman saying, yo, I work hard. I've paid for this ticket. Why don't you work and pay for your ticket? And basically the head of the video, the title of the video was Brits have had enough. So if you notice, there's been a campaign for probably the last 18 months that's just about Brits having enough. I'm telling you, it just feels like something's brewing, man. So all these
No,
headlines are just going
most,
towards that.
most definitely. But this is the time when you would think the ethnics here, like I'm talking UK nationals, they'd have a bit more common sense and the ones that misbehave and behave a bit better. Because remember, it's all optics, not when they see black, brown, whatever, keep it up. They don't know it. It's like we always say, they're not going to be like, oh, that Jamaican, that Nigerian, you're just black, man. Oh, that Indian, that Pakistani, that you just Asian, bro. You're just Indian to them. You know what I mean? You're just brown. They don't care. They don't do semantics, bro. So you gotta carry yourself accordingly, man. You gotta carry yourself accordingly, man.
Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk. I've just noticed what they're doing. I've just noticed it that there's a lot of talk because even this last video I was watching, the brothers just breaking down like little bits and bobs and saying like, yo, if you go back in them days, we didn't want mass immigration and we didn't want this and we didn't want that and they went against it and look at the place now. And then he was talking about a civil war in what's the place where England went? What was the first place they went? Not Iraq.
Afghanistan.
One of them zones there, he was saying, oh, there was a civil war and the civil war was mad and essentially saying that that's what's going to happen here. That's essentially what he was saying.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think there will. Something will happen, but I don't think there'll be. Because remember, like it kicks off a bit the other day. I think it'll be pockets like that because people don't revolt when they're supposed to. Because really, you need to revolt like those in charge. Not so much the people that come in, unless it's perpetrators, like in that case with them two brothers. Unless they're actually doing something and breaking the law, you don't need to just attack them because they're different. I'm saying it's misplaced anger.
Yeah, facts.
Because they might have come here like they might have swam here or whatever. But at the end of the day, who let them in?
Yeah,
that's
facts.
what you need to remember.
Yeah, facts.
So it's misplaced anger. The UK, it just gets to that point in the UK because the UK is too soft, right? The UK don't move like France. Like when the French people don't agree with the government decision or whatever, local or national, they show you, but they revolt. When they try to think with the farm thing, they pulled up to the headquarters from the money they do, they don't drop the house when they don't play. And at one time they're running down the city and all that. They don't rap. Yeah, but UK it's just a culture of complaining.
Yeah, all complaining, no action. No action.
Yeah,
because if you know what I was thinking the other day, I was like, if everyone just said, yo, I'm not paying that, there's nothing they could say, you know. London Vietnamese restaurant shut down after dog meat found in the freezer. A London restaurant has been shut down after dog meat was allegedly found in the freezer. Fona, a Vietnamese restaurant on Old Kent Road, Southwark, closed after inspectors found the suspicious looking meat labelled as goat wrapped in leaves. But when it was sent for analysis, it was confirmed it was dog meat. Inspectors also discovered mice droppings and cockroaches in the establishment. Nothing surprising about that. Like I say, man, a lot of these restaurants, yeah, A, they're not passionate about food. All food is just profit. B, they're trying to turn that profit as fast as possible. C, they don't care where that profit comes from. So they're buying food. I remember watching a documentary where a lot of Chinese restaurants had food stored in like skips and stuff. And you know those pound chicken and chip shops? They had like chicken stored in skips and this, that, and the third. So it's as simple as this with this one for me. It's easy.
Skips, spins, trolleys, all of it.
Yeah, simple. It's easy for me with this one, man. You can just look at a place, man, and know if it's good or not. Most of these folks don't care about the food. They're not passionate. The food's not served with love. The food's not stored with love. It's just about profit. And I can't eat from a place like that. And let's be honest, a lot of these Chinese's, Vietnamese's, Thai restaurants and that, it's just about bread. I'm not saying that the ones that are good are not operating at the highest level, but for the most part, it's just about bread. And that's why they'll use dog meat and that. See what I mean? But man can't eat any and anywhere. What are you saying, Stephen?
That's just headache though, bro. Because surely it'd be more headache to procure dog meat than just get some goat, even if it's cheap goat. It just seems like you're hustling backwards to me. And that's just headache, bro. That's like me saying, yo, instead of cow, let me source some zebra meat. You know what I mean? Right. It's headache, bro. Just do things the right way, bro. But this is what I'm trying to say to you about the whole food thing and that. Because imagine, cockroach, droppings, all sorts of things. Oh, you didn't lock down the place, huh? You have to find Scooby-Doo in the fridge before you lock down the place. They don't give a shit, man. I don't know what these food rating things. It's a waste of time, bro. It means nothing.
Fact.
Because a man could have droppings and cockroach. Not really. I don't give a monkey's big man.
At all?
Them place we kill them, man. So we don't go on, man. You don't just eat it. You don't go buy it. Yeah, man. If you don't cook, so shit. So, bad enough the food you buy, most of the time, I fuck with. You know, when you say, yo, I never eat out, so I fuck with. You can't win that.
Real facts, man. Real facts. But all right, folks, that's it, you know. It's just a quick one after hours. What are you saying, Steve? And we're back next week.
Like we never left, huh?
Yeah, man. You already know what it is, man. So, people, that's it. It's after hours. Hit the like button. Share the content. It's the Express Truth Show, man. We're gone. What are you saying, Stephen?
No, catch me when you catch me, man.